Peace Walker, all we pretty much have to do at this point is keep playing extra ops as these funny hide-and-seek Zadornov missions unlock. Hey, thanks, this name is lame. Appreciate that. It blows my mind how much you're getting from ads. I'm not going to complain, though. But yeah, awesome. Thanks, dude. Have you actually paid attention to any of the ads? Like, is there anything you felt like you wanted to buy from watching that? Let's see. Here we go. Could name what a lot of the ads were, but aside from that. Talking in Discord, we're chatting about stream statistics. I guess I'll share this with chat. There's a bunch of chat bots that are in basically every streamer's chat above some arbitrary average concurrent viewer or follower threshold. One of them is like electrical skateboard, one of them is decaf smurf, electrical longboard, there's a bunch of other ones. You'll probably see them if you check the chat list. But there's kind of a problem with that. One, every time I disperse Go Live SP, some of it goes to those bots, and it's never realistically going to be spent because they're not real people. And two, much more urgent issue, they just added that community gifting thing where you can randomly give subs to a bunch of people in your channel, and they're going to these bots very frequently instead of into real viewers. So there's this recent push to ban a lot of the bots from people's channels so that they don't get community gifted. Go here. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that. I end up moving both of those guys. 49. Thought I just had a dude that was like C ranking. There he is. Cow, you're going here. Thank you. Sweet. Pretty good chance we'll beat this game today. Hope so. I've got Metal Gear Solid 5 downloaded and tested and ready to go, so we should be able to play it. I gotta do a bunch of silly missions in the meantime, though. Yeah, they gotta recognize bots. Thank you, Darkstar. Appreciate that. Right, we're back to extra ops. So I guess the Fulton recovery ones are pretty easy.
Let's get this mission started.
Okay. Make sure that I'm still sneaking suit. And the banana, the most overpowered weapon in the game. Pretty magical.
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers.
Hey! Is somebody there?
Nope, nothing to see here. Move along. Do-do-do. Turn around, bright eyes.
Freeze.
Oh. Gotta move the Fultons over to the right. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, if you watch ads, you get bits.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Oh, this is gonna be a quick mission. Dude, I'm looking for is like right there. So I gotta get to the exit afterward, but...
Okay,
Just
you're done
yell.
with that area. Head for the goal.
Where is the goal? Down in the center? Maybe that's what makes this mission hard.
Freeze.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
You tell him, Miller. Watching ads gives you bits, huh? Wait.
You did it. Keep it up.
Ads. Cheering. I got my slide clicker today for PAX panel. Will I blind you if I shine it directly into the webcam? What's going to happen? Whoa. Pissed it off. Probably not going to use the laser pointer part of it, but it will be nice for slide advance and everything else that comes with it. They might actually provide one at PAX, but I wanted to play it safe. Bits for Ads is available for desktop only for viewers in the US. Really? I actually didn't know that. I mean, this name, you've sent like $140 worth of bits from ads, I think, since the fundraisers started, which is pretty great. I mean, because that's actual money. If you buy bits, Twitch is taking like a 40% cut, like a 35% cut. But if you watch ads and you send $140 of bits, I get $140. But there's no cut in that case. I don't know. Maybe it's just a pain to set up in the EU. Who knows? Get things finished. Guess so. Guess I'll take another level of the analyzer. May as well. And keep developing my T. Rank 4 T. Super necessary. Aerial mines, which I shouldn't need, but I'll get it started just in case. Level 2 magazine. Of course. Bezos bucks. Yeah. Yeah, the bits cut at least happens when you buy them, right? The sub cut is atrocious. It's like 50%. Compared to Patreon, it takes like a 8.7% or something. So I took a pretty big income hit in moving from Patreon to Twitch, but it's way more convenient and there's local features and maybe it'll get better in the future, who knows. Fulton recovery.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed.
Yeah, it's actually worse if you subscribe on mobile, apparently. I remember I got the email about that if you subscribe on Android, it costs like $1 more per month. It's like, just, walk over to your computer. I think you can even get away with it, maybe, if you, activate the desktop site instead of using the app to sub. Oh. Everybody wants a cut. Oh shit, my Soliton radar has been on, but I keep forgetting that. Let's just restart it. It's easier. Gotta remember to reorder my stuff so that it defaults to Fulton and Soliton is next to it.
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers.
Whatever's most convenient for you, Kaimom. I mean, the cool thing with subbing on Twitch is that you get the loyalty badge and the emotes and other stuff. I guess I would say if you're subbing for $5, you may as well just go with Twitch because shoot. May as well go with Twitch because you're going to get a bunch of extra features as a result. If you're subbing for any more than $5, I would do 5 of it on Twitch and then the rest on Patreon. That probably makes sense.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
No, the only practical difference is that Twitch gives extra features to people that are subbed on the platform, but I don't have any. If I could give those same features to Patreon patrons, I would.
Freeze.
Oh, you can do that while crouched. That's cool.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Freeze.
You don't see anything, guy looking through gate there. Sure did.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Yeah, that's super frustrating. Because, like, that would be ideal, I think,
Piece of cake, right?
to do a $5 sub and then throw a Prime sub to make your effective sub rate $9.99, and then you have something that you don't have to manually refresh every month that you risk forgetting to do. I'll open a Peace Walker. Hobby magazine, level up. Very nice. Prime subs don't renew automatically, and if you're subbed normally to somebody, you can't also use your Prime sub on them to effectively increase your sub amount from $4.99 to $9.99. The lack of auto-renew is frustrating, it makes sense. What I'd like to see them do is change that so that if you spend any amount of time in a channel while Prime sub to them, you can set it to auto-renew. But I get that they don't want people's, grandma's Prime accounts being used to sub for free money when they never are actually watching the channel. It's fine. Combat. R&D. Combat, I guess. You can't set Prime subs to auto-renew. It's a intentional decision. Super magazine. Whoa, what's that? Right on. Oh, I need to know. Still waiting on Fulton level 4. Oh, I don't think they would do it. I think they have a financial incentive because, like, Prime sub money is Bezos bucks. Like, that's just Amazon paying subscribers. It's not real money that a person is pledging. There's some percentage of all people that have Twitch Prime that use their, or all people that have Amazon Prime that use their Amazon Prime sub, and I'm guessing it's a very small percentage, like of order 5% or less. And what you don't want to happen is for a streamer like me to go on my Facebook and say, hey, grandmas and grandpas and everybody out there that has Amazon Prime for its convenience, come sub to me and put it on auto renew and then never watch me, right? Because I'd probably get like 100 people that I could get to do that. And then Amazon's just giving me money for free, basically. I want to do base defense. Those ones are really hard. Paparazzi. Commander is dressed just like any other soldier, but is not nearly as busy.
Let's get this mission started.
Yeah, that's cool. There's a camera. I don't think I've ever used a camera before. There we go. Yeah, right, Ash. You could just do that, you know. Stream long enough that you unlock affiliate, which wouldn't be very much work at all. And then have all your relatives sign up with Twitch Prime.
Get a photo of the enemy commander while he's out scouting. If anyone spots you, it's game over.
Yeah. Shit, forgot my Soliton again. Do 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 do.
Free.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Enemies close by.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. That's fine. Auto restart.
The mission's a failure. Return to base.
Yeah, you could get 3 average concurrent viewers. I think you could have 3 family members tune in and watch you. I mean, shit. If you're gonna be getting them to
Get a photo of the enemy commander
Prime
while
sub
he's
you.
out scouting. If anyone spots you, it's game over.
I got that.
Free.
IRL garbage. Come check out my stream of me making SpaghettiOs.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Someone who's being lazy, apparently. Sleeping already, maybe even. Anti-tank mine. I feel like I got that much later than I needed it. It's a very peaceful game. I'm kidding. Turn around.
What is it? Get up.
Guessing he's above me. Oh, there he is. Alright. That's funny. Huh. Let me double check the thing. Do I need to get him from the front or something? There we go.
Ooh, nice shot.
Thanks. Grab these other soldiers while I'm here.
I knew you could do it. Piece of cake, right?
Swift kick in the buttocks makes the end slip in your body. I know, right? Miller's kind of a weird dude. Oh, it makes you save the pictures? Oh no, I didn't even think about that. Headshot Master. Oh, cool. Heroism increased by 500. I'm abducting them in order to build a perfect... He got away again.
Zadornov's missing again.
Cuz, are you sure somebody's not, I don't know, letting him out on purpose?
You think I have time to assemble a mole hunt? Man, this guy isn't just good. He's so good it's scary.
If he's doing this alone, that is.
Anyway, he left a trail, so we've got a good idea of where he's probably hiding. You know what the mission is. Find Zadornov, Snake.
This is the 5th time he's broken out, and we gotta go play hide and seek. Yeah, we're trying to build an offshore Soldiers Without Borders mercenary camp nation. And we're gonna do it through rampant kidnapping. It's great. Balloon diplomacy. Shoot Zadornov in the knee. We hate countries, so let's start our own country. We hate nukes, so let's get our own nukes. We hate bipedal walking robots, so let's make our own. He's pretty good at intel, isn't he? Is there anyone that sucks at intel? Yes. Oh, Amanda really sucks at it. Why does she suck at everything? Whatever. Intel. Nice. Okay. We hate brainwashing, so let's brainwash. And these guys are supposed to be the bad guys eventually, but still. I'm surprised Miller's so into it. He kind of comes across as a... Well, the character that's presented to be Miller in Metal Gear Solid and the actual Miller in Metal Gear 2. Meant to be good guys. Better at AMD. I'm gonna remember this time. Switch the Fulton and the Soliton radar in the item list. Zadornov, mission 5.
Snake, Zadornov's escaped custody again. You have to track him down.
If we want to default to ration, probably the safest thing to have as my default equip. Ration, and then the very next thing would be Soliton, and then the thing after that would be Fulton. And I guess I'll do my curry, rank 3 curry, great curry. As invented by offshore mercenaries. And of course we gotta get some chips and some stress-reducing tea. Rank 3 curry sounds good. Yeah. Brought our own Doritos, made our own Mountain Dew, invented curry, spicy curry.
Find
Pretty
Zadornov
grand.
snake.
Yes, sir. Alright, let's hold people up with the banana.
Hey!
Oh, shit. I was failing last mission to use the banana.
I know I saw something. Who's there?
Hey.
That's a shower. Do. These guys have helmets too, so the banana is going to be extra OP on them. Turn around.
Freeze.
Ah!
Got you. You got bananaed. I should probably move Fulton over, actually.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Freeze.
Ah!
Freeze.
Ah!
Hey, Nodovan. Yeah.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Well, I guess they're the
Fulton
protagonists, right?
recovery subject confirmed onboard
Which
helicopter.
isn't necessarily the same thing as the good guys. It's like, you know, Walter White is the villain of Breaking Bad, but he's also the protagonist.
Not this one.
They go up against worse guys, yeah. I think that's a pretty common theme of just Metal Gear Solid in general. It's why the boss monologues are so common. This whole, like, are the bad guys really bad guys? Yes, they are. Are they really? Yes, absolutely. But really, though, yeah, there's no questioning it.
No one here.
Yeah, put Walt up against Nazis. Exactly.
Not this one.
Okay. So, is he in another map? Are there other maps I can go to in this level? Perhaps. Raider base. Yeah, that's a bit of a walk. Okay. Smoke box. Okay. I should try using some of those boxes more. Kind of cool concepts. And the protagonist is almost always the tool of somebody else. Hey, thanks for the host, people. How is Xenosaga treating you? You're around.
Freeze.
We are more than halfway through Xenosaga. Just from sub-blocks and bonus streams. Oof, owie.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Probably should start chilling on unnecessary Fultoning. I'll need to save some so that guards don't spot each other. Oh, you haven't played Borderlands before. Nice. Are you doing it single player, or are you playing with any viewers or other people? Alright. Banana!
Freeze.
Bah! Nah. Nah. There's a level in Katamari Damacy where you do that. You have to collect nothing but bananas, and the King of all Cosmos just pops up and says, bah. Nah. Nah. Oh, that sounds awesome, people. Nice. What a treat. That's pretty good. I beat the first Borderlands with a couple friends. I never tried the second one, but I heard the second one's pretty good. Holding up people with a banana. Hopefully I get enough banana XP to research the next level of banana. You say that like someone that is a little bit concerned. You sound kind of skeptical. Have you been burned in the past by people talking about games they think you'll like and then ended up not being super into it?
Freeze.
Yeah. Oof.
What is it?
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Freeze.
Nice. Perfect. Guy's gonna turn around before I can go get him, unfortunately. Oh no. Fortunately, Borderlands is pretty different from both of those games, and I'm sure it'll be more fun with another person playing with you. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. He's just patrolling with a rocket launcher. Makes sense. The guard AI is particularly stupid in Peace Walker because this is a PSP game. Shit. Wasn't expecting to get that.
Freeze.
Alright. Let me check this map for Zadornov, because it sounds like he can spawn in most of the maps, any of the maps. Not guaranteed to spawn in the final map, so... Boyfriend dungeon? I haven't heard of that. What is it? Didn't enjoy 12 until 2 resets in the second playthrough. Did you build your character badly at the beginning or something, Aki? Oh, not up here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree, Six Gun. I think if they had kept... what I feel that it is Kojima was kind of afraid to write a villain, even though he had done a good job of setting one up in Snake Eater. He wanted to keep him as honorable, but this would be the time for him to start being a dick instead of having all these, like, self-righteous, I'm gonna go save people stuff. Boyfriend dungeon, date your weapons. Huh. Could be good.
Freeze.
Alright, let me pay close attention to these guys. Vision cones. Oh, it looks like Enter the Gungeon? Oh, that sounds awesome. Can't cancel out of this while climbing a ladder. Fuck. I also couldn't cancel out of climbing the ladder itself. Alright, let's chill here for a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't come walk around this box while the other guard is nearby.
Freeze. Freeze.
Perfect. Shit. He's gonna see all these guys.
What's going
down.
on?
Nothing for you to worry about.
There must be hostiles in the area.
Freeze.
About that.
Wait.
The power of a banana. Tell you what. Yep.
Can't be
Once
imagining
you point your gun at them and tell them to freeze, they just give up, even if I run away, which is great. 2 points. Work your way through dungeons fighting monsters, and then use your hard-earned cash to treat your weapon to a lovely dinner. That sounds awesome. I'd play it. Yeah. Nice.
Freeze.
I can even walk right in front of them with the banana after they get down and they don't care. This is the meaning of seeing the Matrix in a game. Like, understanding how the AI works. And then totally exploiting it even though it makes no sense. Usually when you start to see the Matrix in the game, it's a bad thing. It's actually kind of fun in this one. I like running around with a banana and holding people up and just moving on. Let's keep going. Doesn't look like he's here. How many Fultons do I have left? 6. May as well grab this guy. You drop something? Oh shit, do they drop extra stuff if you Fulton them when they're held up? The banana was secretly a gun. I'll have to level it up. I don't know, I've only got a level 1 banana right now. Oh, that's what rank 4 Fulton does? That's cool. I'm trying to think what they could drop that would be helpful.
Guys, I'm inside the facility.
Oh,
There's
trucks
rows
again.
and rows of trucks here.
Zadornov should be somewhere in that area. Find him.
Alright, so is there a correct truck to do again? I want to do all of the silly ones and then do the one that has Zadornov last. 140.96. That's the save frequency. It's pretty funny. There aren't any silly new ones. Maybe just another chance to get Kojima if you missed him last time. Yeah, because the truck license plate with a save frequency. It's funny.
Not this one.
Sunlight!
This fucking shit, man. It's too funny.
Not this one.
6EN is correct? Okay, thanks.
Metal Gear. Nothing.
Metal Gear. I was guessing it was that one too. Oh, Metal Gear was the Kojima one last time?
Blitzball,
Awaken the crystals.
Sailors,
Mandi.
the language of Chinese,
Black car.
Metal Gear.
You found me.
Got you again, Steve Bloom. Grunt. Oh, the one after Metal Gear. Gotcha. Banana rank 1. I got another 54 banana XP, so we're working our way there, slowly but surely.
I found him, Kaz.
Close, but no cigar. Not for you anyway. Snake, we're coming to pick him up.
This is a spoiler, but it'll help me to plan out the day. How many Zadornov missions are there? This is number 5. Snipe. E7. Alright, only one of the 5 people that I kidnapped is being tortured in the brig to join our cause. Everyone else is like, yeah, sure, I'm down. That sounds cool. Are we the baddies? Great Curry, rank 4. Fuck yeah. Wow, Snipe sucks. He's like one of the worst characters I've ever recruited. How we doing with R&D over here, folks? We have a shitload of GMP. Right arm. Next level, level 4 Curry. Dang, yo. Level 5 T. At this point, I really feel like we're less of like a mercenary team, and we're more of like a, like Kellogg's. Or like Frito-Lay. We happen to have a nuke, though. There's a rescue box. Speed your life recovery when you're inside or a teammate's giving CPR. Halliburton. Right. Kellogg's probably does have a tactical nuke on a walking battle tank. That would explain a lot. It really would. I don't think setting multiple things to research at once means anything takes more time, so that's fine. Alright, where are we going next? More extra ops. Let's see if we get any unique ones. Dead Man's Treasure. Retrieve all the items from the Cloud Forest. Beware of ghosts. Okay. I think that's another unique one. What was the range for unique missions? Oh, ghost photography. Take a photo of the spirit roaming a small maintenance dock. Audio visualization equipment.
Let's get this
Okay. So we gotta include the sonic eye, probably. Maybe the surround indicator is better. And what else would I take? I think we want to start with Fulton, actually, since I switched to it so regularly. And then we want Soliton radar, and then the surround indicator, and then rations. 50 to 60. Okay, thank you. Oh, why won't it let me use... Oh, am I actually out of rations for once? I can't be, because I just got a ton of them. Maybe I'm just blocked from bringing them in this mission. No life regeneration items allowed. Ah. And of course I need the camera. Okay. Camera. Let's go look for the spooky ghosts. I wonder if it shows up on Soliton. I assume not. How much are you kidding about that, 6-gun? Love the music. Soliton. Are there no actual guards here? Oh, that's funny. Alright. So spoopy. It's telling me if I take a camera now. Also, if the ghost can move, which is possible. It could also be on the floor above me, I guess. Should maybe try the sonic eye instead of the surround indicator. Try above me. dear, getting real spoopy now. It's definitely in
Area is
there.
not part of the mission.
Oh, it's showing on the indicator
Stay
there.
focused on the mission, Snake.
Oh, and it shows up on the Soliton too. Okay.
That's outside the scope of this mission.
That's easier than...
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
That triggers the alert. That's funny. Oh, I can't climb over that? Okay. Found the spooky ghost. Can you do it without the alert happening?
Do it. Piece of cake, right?
I'll just use the Soliton going forward, it's a lot easier. Cool. I don't get any guards out of that, but I get heroism boosts, which might recruit guards in between missions. So we'll see here in a sec. Alright, we got somebody from the brig has successfully been tortured and joining our party. Oh shit, I finally maxed out the combat unit. Right on. Oh, that's exciting. Well, I guess I can keep people in the waiting room. What I'd want to do is start dismissing people that have all E's for the first time. Guess I may as well fill every other group before I dismiss anybody. Yeah. So I'm going to finish filling the remaining groups, and then I'm going to start firing people, I think. Seems correct. Oh, it's 122, not 12,000. Get that love box level 4, which I won't use, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to go do the other camera, the fun missions that are somewhat unique. Hopefully that'll trigger another one of these. Dead Man's Treasure. Beware of ghosts. 5 ghosts.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission.
Oh, there is a penalty for triggering alerts. Okay. Do the Pooyan missions? Okay. I will. Yeah, I just wanted to go through these in order and get through all of them. It's too bad Rathalos is too much of a hit point sponge. I'd like to see what happens when you beat him. The dead guard is funny. It's the Sorrow is back. Is that counting? I don't think so. Oh, am I not taking pictures in this one? I just assumed that I was. I just gotta find all the items. Retrieve all the items, but watch out for the ghosts. Okay, my bad. My bad for not reading. I apologize. Oh shit. He detected me. Restart. Just a rotating thing, I guess. He's like a little dead man lighthouse in the center of the map. Curse you. Uh-oh. Shit. This is kind of tricky. These things are like better at detecting things than they were in life. Oh, how do you defeat ghosts? It's kind of cool. There's a way to do that. Hold them up with the banana. I don't think what items I could have. But how do you save the guards? They're already dead, right? Or are they dying? Oh, that's cool. That's funny. And then I can... Is that a mechanic from the multiplayer, I guess? Well, then I get the guard. Nice. This game is super goofy. Uh-oh, he might see me here. He totally did.
Damn it! The ghost's been set loose. It's coming after you. Run!
Alright, it's the last one.
Head for the
Nice.
recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
I should remember where the recovery is. Oh, there we go. That's funny. They're already haunting the area even though the guard isn't dead yet. That's only for missions where the ghost is bound to an actual dead guard. They're not always set up like that. Gotcha. Oh, these counted as prisoners extracted with the Fulton. Nice. I think prisoners are generally better stats.
Zadornov's done it again.
Great.
Snake, Zadornov's done it again.
Ah, give me a break.
Snake, listen. Zadornov's done it again.
Come on.
I hate to entertain the thought, but this might be an inside job.
What the hell's he after anyway?
No clue. Can't imagine he's just out to annoy us, though.
You know, it might not be worth keeping him here if he's not gonna join us.
You may be right. I thought it might boost our Russian compatriots' morale, but okay. I'll think it over.
Let's hope he's just playing hide and seek.
I've added a new mission. Go get Zadornov.
Alright. You can't open the door if you don't turn Zadornov. Heroism is spreading. New plant has been built. Those POWs. Oh, well, it's B in research. Nice. Alright, so let's send someone that's in research that has a D. Something else that they're decent at. That's all. B in research. Mosin Nagat level 3. That's cool. Go C in intel. Let's get someone who sucks in intel out of there. C in Intel. C in medical and a D in medical. Gotcha. Nice. I didn't let her recover in sickbay. I didn't think I ever took her out of sickbay. Oh, sickness 99. Holy crap. Maybe I took her out by accident? Huh. Yeah, she's pretty sick. I don't think anybody else is sick that I didn't move. Check. Just Amanda. Oh, I was emptying everybody into auto-assign. I see. That makes sense. Okie-dokie. Zadornov, number 6. Let's do this. Knock it out. We're gonna get to MGS5 today.
Snake, Zadornov's escaped.
Can do, bud. Bring out the banana again. Use the power.
Find Zadornov and bring him back here with Fulton recovery.
3 more extra ops. Okay, cool. I feel like what this basically is just Kojima wants you to play a bunch of extra ops before you can finish the game. Make sure you have a chance to see a lot of these. Shit.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Come on. There you
Fulton
go.
recovery helicopter is complete.
That might be him back there. Doesn't have a vision cone. Oh, it makes sense, because I think to get back there you have to do some shenanigan on the roof. Find out in a sec. Every now and then. Maybe not. Maybe I can just get back there. Let's see.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Freeze.
They're getting funny with it.
Okay, you're done with that air.
That was probably the quickest
I
one.
knew you could do it. Piece of cake, right?
It was. Soliton makes it pretty trivial. But you're unlikely to get the Soliton for like the first half of the missions, I guess, because you have to start researching it right when the opportunity pops up in the post-game. Actually, I don't even think you get access to it until after the first Zadornov mission, right?
Kaz, I've located Zadornov.
Nice work. I knew you would. How could I be so stupid?
We need to devote our entire combat unit to guarding this guy now. See how Amanda's doing. I guess the better your medical crew is, the better your sick bay should be, I assume. C in mess hall. He sucks that bad. Wow. Okay, so it went from 99 to 73. So should only need to do that like 4 more missions. She should be less sucky. Researching everything else. Fulton level 7. Retrieve all enemy scouts. We want to do the fun ones first, right? Two man's treasure. Pooyan mission. Shoot down the Fulton recovery balloons to prevent soldiers from being abducted.
Someone's planning to extract enemy soldiers via Fulton recovery. Thwart their attempt by shooting down the balloons. We're calling this the Pooyan mission. Support our troops. Shoot those balloons.
Is Pooyan like the name of a carnival game where you shoot balloons or something? Alright, so we want to use better weapons here. So I can switch him back to Combat Snake.
Combat.
It's like an arcade game. Nice. Hey, Serp, how's it going? Arcade shooter made by Konami. Okay, that's cool. That's great. This game's too great. Oh, this area again, like the trucks earlier. The look of the balloons too. I heard a second one spawn a second ago. Oh, from behind. Shit. I love the music. Fantastic. Pooyan, are you only allowed 3 mistakes as well? That would have to be. Is it a light gun game? Must be behind the back. I love that it gives you points in the corner too. This is so stupid. I love it. One was spawn in the back, I think.
Head for the recovery zone.
Epic Metal Gear music at the end. Makes perfect sense. Don't question it. S rank, nice. I didn't let me keep any of those soldiers.
It, happened again, Snake.
Hey, thanks, people. Appreciate that.
Zadornov? What's he got, an escape fetish?
He clearly has friends on the inside, but we've got no way of knowing who.
Persistent bastard, I'll give him that. Where is he this time?
That's the thing. He must have found and gotten rid of the transmitter. We've got no idea where he is. Snake, think you can find him?
We can't just let him run around. Makes us look bad.
I'll say. Since we can't locate him, I'm afraid I can't add a new mission. You know what to do, Snake.
Is this when we need to have the higher level intel team in order to find him, I'm guessing? Vet their soldiers more instead of just kidnapping everyone. That might help. Pilot whale. Psych recovery rifle? Huh. Like you would shoot an ally with that? I don't think I've noticed that before. You have to figure out where he is on your own. So you know what to do, Snake. Maybe he's just hiding in another mission.
Snake!
I'm not gonna do this one, I just want to check the briefing files. Right, because I've basically captured him on every map of the game, right? Save for those. Mine base. Alba. It wouldn't be one of the battles. Can I find him in any mission? Could be the torture chamber or the AI weapon hangar. Or do I have to go find him in a very specific mission? Like, will he show up on that map regardless of what mission I select? It's a specific mission. Huh. He could just be still in Mother Base, like he pretended to hide. He didn't actually leave, though. That would be my guess. Oops. But given that there's a specific... Is it an extra op or a main op? It's an extra op. Oh boy. Yes, if I guess right, you can just tell me, because otherwise I'm just going to keep guessing and spending the time to try it. If I did. He's just in Mother Base. So he's either in the kill house or he's in the shooting range, so I'll check
Commence
them.
target practice.
Yeah, that was my guess, is that he secretly is just hiding in Mother Base and didn't actually leave.
Welcome to
It's
the
a cool
shooting
secret.
range.
I like that.
Just the place for a little target practice, huh? When you're done, head over to the exit.
And you hear him laugh when you get in the stage, too. That's cool. I'll get my Soliton in here, which is... I guess I don't have it equipped on the battle set, that's probably why. That's funny. I like it.
Big boss.
That's me. Oh man, an in-engine cutscene? This basically never happens.
My work is done. What are you talking about? V for victory.
It's supposed to be
Rocket.
peace.
Peace.
Couldn't get Ashley to do it. Oh, that's funny.
Kaz, I found Zadornov. I had to kill him.
Huh. So much for our fugitive.
Something's not right here. I'm thinking he had a friend.
Someone inside MSF. Huh?
What's going on?
It's Zeke. It's moving.
What?
There's somebody inside. I can see them. Snake, get up here. Pronto.
Who's in Zeke? Who's gonna be in it, though? Paz? She came with Zadornov. Hey, nice. Good kill piece.
Get down from there before you hurt somebody.
Maybe I want to hurt somebody.
What's going on? She's not herself.
Oh, I am myself, all right.
The finger would have been funny.
My true self.
Okay.
Kaz, shut that thing down.
I can't. The controls aren't responding.
Then how's it moving?
I made some modifications. This
Because
machine was
Kojima's
meant to have a
gross.
human pilot.
Modifications. Paz, what are you...
Never thought I'd be into machines, huh?
Then Zadornov's escape was a diversion.
Paz, what are you doing?
I'm taking it back.
Taking it back. Where?
To our leaders. To Cypher.
Cypher.
Cypher? Ugh.
This weapon is Cypher's creation.
Reminder, she's supposed to be 16
Do
in
not
game.
forget, I am Pacifica Ocean.
Pacifica Ocean?
My name, my age, my mission. Cypher gave them all to me. My entire life has but one purpose. To carry out Cypher's plan.
The fuck?
The nasty tobacco. The angel of peace crap. The whole teen with a dream routine. I am through with all of it.
Paz, you can't.
told you not to call me that. It makes me want to puke. Everything has gone exactly as we planned. Now the real Peace Walker project is finally about to reach its goal.
It's all been exactly as you planned? What? I'm Peace, and I'm in a walker.
Once upon a time, there were two young men who idolized a hero called the Boss. One day, they suddenly lost the point of origin. This cipher, that was like a mother to them. Unable to come to terms with their sorrow, they each decided to carry on the will of their hero. But they could not agree on what that meant. In the end, they became bitter enemies, and the zero from which they both started was split into two.
Okay.
And you have been on the wrong path ever since. There is no happily ever after waiting for you in the end, unless you obey the will of Cypher.
Now we're doing stupid MGS4 crap again.
A state without borders, of course. A world without borders.
A world without borders.
The Cold War order is about to collapse. The age of electronic intelligence is about to begin. The NSA, CSS, NRO, DIA, etc., etc. The intelligence community that is long bickered amongst itself will be
0 divided by
united
2
in a world
plus
governed by
underwear minus
electrons.
logic equals final boss.
Cypher will gather all information, watching over the world and guiding the will of its people, all while they remain blissfully unaware. There
Okay.
will be no one to oppose them. For
Facebook?
the first time, the world will be ruled by a single will. Until the new order is in place, you and your army will be the force that protects it. You will be Cypher's deterrent, pulling the wool over the eyes of the old order with your charisma and military prowess.
You can't just use deterrent as a noun that means valuable military
and we will
asset.
allow you to retain control of MSF and ZEKE.
That's an offer.
The boss threw down her gun, and with it, her life's calling. You, her disciple, have never been able to do that. You are too afraid to let go.
What's with this 11th hour cipher shit?
I am a gun.
Is that so? Then what do you call this? Is it a gun too? You are a lousy liar. Admit it. This thing is a monstrosity, a product of your own fear. But not Cypher. Cypher thought of something
This is such a like. I don't feel like this was
Cypher's going to
planted at
control
all with
guns.
pause either.
Control guns.
That is right. Not deter, control. It is the ultimate approach to the illusion of peace.
Control power. You're gonna be disappointed.
Then we are done. Thank you for playing. Better luck next time. The offer is rescinded. And now the ultimatum. ZEKE is already in nuclear strike mode.
What?
I'm taking the weapon you built and using it to launch a nuclear strike on the east coast of the United States.
You're insane. What are you after?
But
Coming
wait,
from her friend,
here's
Mr.
your
Cecile.
consolation prize. We are about to show the world just how dangerous a gang of outlaws, an army without borders can be. You and your men will become pariahs, and you will be wiped off the face of the earth. Rather than heroes, you will be seen as a well-armed extremist cult prone to indiscriminate outbursts of nuclear aggression. You
So
will
they're
be
bad guys
brought
because they got framed?
An age of deterrence defined by its fear of
So,
extremist
age of deterrence.
Do you like
Jima, do you know what that word means?
When all is said and done, peace is nothing but a fantasy. A game is a game. You either win or you lose. All you can do is fight. Stop me if you can. The peace sign is the V of victory. Say, peace.
Okay. Ugh. It's a bummer because I feel like Peace Walker had something more salvageable than MGS4 did. It just makes a bunch of really odd decisions.
She's gonna launch a nuke. Snake, we've got to stop her. Whatever
I think we gave her that railgun.
Waiting your orders.
Stop me if you can.
I do like that's very Kojima-y to put the last mission inside an extra op that you've already done. Very clever. Oh, my controller died from being a long cutscene. Well, it was doing pretty well at the beginning, and it like the idea of let's follow the basic scaffolding of this game is pretty good compared to MGS4, right? Like, let's follow Big Boss in Costa Rica as he builds Outer Heaven. Cool idea. Some of the characters, pretty neat. Codec stuff, on board. The rocket hand was pretty funny, yeah. It would have been extra funny if it had, like, flipped you off. Yeah, exactly. Whereas, I don't even know that MGS4 has a cool premise. 4 is just a mess all across the board. ZEKE battle. Yeah, 4's premise is let's clean up the mess left by 2. It's true. Great Curry. Oh, Great Curry replaces the S Curry, I see. I don't think I need any of this other stuff. I don't know that it would actually help. Gotta use solitons on Metal Gear ZEKE. Alright, and this is the only shit that I can really bring. M60, Gustav, RPG-7 are still my best missile launchers. Nukes that aren't fired from mechs are irrelevant. Exactly. It's a super mission. Cologne review. She's dressed like Amanda. It's funny. Guess I can bring the aerial mine, so I definitely have to bring the resupplies. Forgot about that almost. That's all I really got, so give it a try. Briefing files, nothing. Call pause and listen to her tape about the base. The, like, sequence of the boss's robot sinking herself into the water was also kind of a cool idea. Bringing in Huey was a cool idea. The execution's just all over the place.
She's gonna launch a nuke.
More briefing files after the ending.
Whatever it takes. Awaiting your orders.
Stop me if you can.
Do-do-do. Sung by Paz? Really? Figure out what takes the most damage here.
Before she can launch that nuke.
Working on it. That's definitely the most damage.
We've activated the hatches up on deck. You can use them as cover so long as they're open.
They're playing. Oh, railgun, nice. Shit. This game is so fucking weird. Alright, well, she has a fucking shitload of hit points, unfortunately.
Other bases gun platforms to use. The control panel is on the edge of the deck.
Should be a cool opportunity for you to like summon all of your soldiers all at once.
First, make sure you're
PSP wouldn't be able to have 50 enemies on it.
First, make sure you're safe by pressing up against the wall. Then use the L1 button to locate the enemy's position. And press the attack button to Lock on target. Fire!
cool. You dare dodge. Song's kind of cool, but so the fact that it's in Japanese like is kind of contrary to what Kojima's been going for the whole time. Thanks, pause. Working on it. Fortunately, the RPG-7 travels way too slowly. Doesn't fit at all, yeah. I guess they've always just opened by writing songs in English. I think it does, but nobody's playing it solid. Otherwise, I would try to do these boss fights with co-op. Oh, I actually, for real die? Done. Did I just take more damage than the, I thought I still had rations, I guess not. Oh well, try it again. I know what to expect. No. If anyone happens to have this on PS3 and wants to join me here, help make the mission more reasonable. True hell, huh? Dark Souls, the bosses have a reasonable amount of hit points.
Strike request acknowledged. We'll need you to tag the target directly. First, make sure you're safe by pressing up against a wall. First, make sure you're safe. Put Mother Base's gun platforms to use.
Working on it.
Is on the edge of the deck. Target confirmed. Commence attack.
Shit. Did it miss? Did she move through it right there? I think it missed. It's a bummer. Shit. She's secretly older than she seems to be.
Rocket launchers reloaded. Let them have it. Rocket launcher ready to fire.
She's an underwear model, right?
Target acknowledged. Bombs away.
I got some hits off that time. J-pop idol, right?
Cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Stunt says she has a reason to dress like that. Exactly. It's very silly.
ZEKE getting
Not really, though.
The rocket launcher's reloaded. Let him have it. Rocket launcher ready to fire.
Oof. To be behind a different wall? Is that wall like an exception?
Do you have a target or not? We're aborting the strike for now.
Maybe she has to be on the opposite side for it to work.
Rocket launcher ready to fire.
There we go. Dodging me. Rude. I know, right? I witness true hell. Huh. Now, why am I dying there? I still had a ration left over. Is it just like if I take too much damage from the railgun, it's just an insta-kill? Also, I felt like I was blocking it there, but, you know, whatever. I might have to stay topped off. I'll keep that in mind. I'm working on it, dog. Yeah?
We've activated the hatches up on deck. You can use them as cover so long as they're
That's incredibly gross. There's a lot of hypersexualization stuff in the Metal Gear Solid series, but the pause stuff kind of takes the case.
you can attack the target correctly. First, make sure you target acknowledged. Arms away.
Wait, not let her jump next time.
Other bases gun platforms to use. The control panel is on the edge of the deck.
She's evasive. Yeah. The Carl Gustav's okay. I don't know if it's hit scan, but it's close to it. It travels really fast. I don't think it does anything, but I keep doing it instinctively from Dark Souls, rolling out of the way. You can use supplies, that's nice. That's convenient.
Rocket launcher ready to fire.
Ouch.
Target. Fire.
Nope, missed it again, I think. Oh well. This is some like Kingdom Hearts level of like repeated boss fight lines. It's gonna be soon. Is there potentially unlimited supplies from that console?
The rocket launcher's reloaded. Let him have it. Transport catapult ready to launch.
Some other loot that I didn't pick up last time too. Yeah. Ouch. 3 rations. This is where I should be using the rocket launcher, I think, when she's close to me like this. Probably best stuff I should reserve for when she's on the opposite side. Monster Hunter influence is real. Whoa! We're halfway there. Yeah, close enough to get this done.
Rocket launcher ready to fire.
No, it is not.
They've okayed the request for support.
Monster Hunter needs a J-pop plus.
Getting distracted by the gun platform. Now's your chance to attack.
I can't see the weak point from over here.
Rocket launcher's reloaded. Let him have it.
Bummer. Shit. Yeah.
Transport catapult ready to launch. Rocket launcher ready to fire.
I think she has to be on the opposite side for the rockets to hit her. It says I'm getting 3 rations. I think it's only ever giving me 1. It's weird. Think I can do it from this side?
Target acknowledged. Bombs away.
I do what I want, lady.
That cannon's taking a beating. It's useless now.
All this trouble to build my Metal Gear and not even get to use it. Yeah. Shit. Shit, again.
Supplies are loaded in the transport catapult. Fire away.
Hey, that was actually easier than Peace Walker. Yeah, I do like fighting your Metal Gear on your base. That's a cool concept. Building a boss fight for later. Lots of cool ideas in this game. Even all the individual characters are kind of cool. Hot Coldman's pretty silly.
It is no use. Zeke is out of my control.
The assistance from the base didn't make that big of a difference,
Where
though.
it ends.
It counted as like an extra headshot, so I got like 3 extra headshots.
As long as your army is needed, the world will never know true peace. The peace you will know will be fleeting, illusory. They will use you, disgrace you, and then finally discard you like they would a cancer to society.
Yeah.
This is the path you have chosen.
I suppose so, but it has a bunch of other stuff like blocking rockets and the weird paralysis attack when it's close to you. I like you having a home turf advantage. Blast off again.
Pass.
Well, that's disappointing. There's no save file transfer or load from Peace Walker into 5, right? I assume not, since it's on so many platforms. I don't know how you do it. S rank. Alright, we'll take it. Outer Heaven.
Who would have thought that little girl was working
Ground
against
Zero's
us?
a Phantom Pain.
Tell me
Okay.
about it. She had everybody fooled, me included. Can't believe I didn't pick up on anything.
I will, I have them both on
There's
PC.
no point in beating yourself up over the past. But hey, maybe you should put in some practice against Zeke in case this sort of thing ever happens again. In any case, I need to go talk to Dr. Strangelove. Zeke still isn't ready.
Huey!
It looks like the main story estimate was pretty good for Chapter 4, and then main plus extra is pretty good for Chapter 5.
How's it going? How's Zeke look?
The attitude control AI had a backup, so it should be able to walk.
Really? That's good.
I wish I could
Beyond
walk.
that, it's up to the creator. Stop! Don't come any closer, Doctor.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Do you despise me?
Doctor, are you asking me out?
No, not at all.
No? Pity. Because I've just had my heart broken by someone else.
What?
I only like those who can stand on their own. If you fancy me, then come walk with me. Who knows what miracles might happen. Love is blind after all. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Alright, so Peace Walker has an ending, and then you play through... it's like that Kids at the Hall sketch. You play through 7 hide-and-seek missions, interspersed through goofy side quests, and then this happens. It's so odd.
Snake!
Oh wow, another in-engine cutscene. There's like 3 of these in the game. That's such an inefficient way to do that.
That name Paz mentioned at the end, Cipher. It's a code. It means
Okay.
empty. It also means
Zero.
a world of electronic intelligence built on codes. And at the center of it all, a zero.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Look,
Oh
boss.
golly.
I owe you an apology. Hear me out,
Well, at least all the Zero shit's not going to be 100% off screen anymore.
I knew Puss and the Professor. I knew who they really were all along.
Cuz...
I used them.
I suppose you were the one that brought them to Columbia in the first place, huh?
Guilty as charged. Puss wasn't just CIA, you know. She
Just
was
Major
working
Tom.
for the KGB
Yeah,
too.
right? And he doesn't get to
And for
use
the
all
Cypher
this
group. In other
coincidental
words,
English
she was a
relationships.
triple agent.
You knew all of this?
Wait, let me finish. Listen, MSF never would have gotten this big if it weren't for them. This mercenary business we built. Someday it's gonna be a new driving force in the world economy.
Is that your goal all along?
The Cold War is not gonna last forever. Sooner or later it's gonna give way to an era of regional conflicts and terrorism. A paradigm shift from counter-communism to counter-terrorism. In the new age, armies won't be tied to states.
Yeah, it's almost
War
like
will become
Kojima
a
knows what
business.
actually happens.
We'll be a valuable commodity. There'll be clients all over the world who need our services. MSF is only the beginning. What we're creating here is a revolution in itself. Am I right?
I feel like they're playing off Master Miller to be
that easy.
What do you mean?
much more evil than I really interpreted him as in Metal Gear 2.
Our mark on the history of the old order. We've put ourselves on the radar of intelligence agencies and governments east and west. The whole world probably knows about us now.
Including that Cypher outfit.
We've let ourselves interfere with the times.
It's like
With the Cold
they,
War system
he does the
of
Zero
deterrence.
thing with Cypher.
We're an army without a
He
flag.
reveals it at the
We weren't
beginning of the
supposed
boss
to take
fight,
sides in
and then
international
explains what it
affairs,
is
but
at
we
the end of
did.
the boss fight. So it's not like something that's been
I
a
see your
secret the whole
point.
game.
So what
That's the
happens
first
to us
mention of the
now?
word Cypher.
We'll be hunted.
Not everybody's gonna be happy with us, huh?
You're damn right. We upset the global military balance of power.
And these people would rather our army without borders not exist at all?
They're gonna come knocking real soon. There's no turning back now. We're a wrench in the old system of deterrence.
Okay.
As long as the times refuse to change, we're gonna make a hell of a racket.
Then who are we gonna fight?
The establishment. Anybody who tries to restore the old balance wants to snuff us out of existence.
Which establishment?
Oh, there might still be like an hour of cutscenes,
Won't
Mega
be a
Man.
particular country or ideology that hunts us.
Who then?
We are going to be fighting the biggest beast of all. The Times. 10 years ago, the Times rejected the boss and killed her. And now,
The New York
we're the ones
Times?
being tested. Will the Times erase us? Or work with us? It's gonna be a lonely battle. No good or evil. No winners or losers. Business will have to wait. The question we have to ask ourselves now is, can we survive long enough to see the 21st century?
I'm with you, boss. We'll see how it turns out together.
He misrendered his cigar there. Final JRPG boss. An amorphous crystalline entity called the Times. Yeah, I'm really sad about David Hayter. I still don't understand why Kojima did that.
Assemble the men.
It feels like he turned his back on him for like no reason. Fortunately, I think he's the voice actor in Smash Ultimate, so... Framework for Assault 2 Treaty. No, Kojima did it. I've read an article about it. He said that now that he had the Fox engine, he needed a real actor that could express the full range of emotion for Snake in the West. I don't think he changed actors in the Japanese version. I think David Hayter's feelings were kind of hurt by it. This is the same timeline as was in... Maybe it has some new stuff being there. Yeah, it's MGS1. Liquid. So we've already watched the credits during Chapter 4. Is there any reason to watch them again? Anything change? Paz was Terra strong? Wow. The one time I don't guess that someone's Terra strong. Well, that was Peace Walker. I feel like the only way to exit the Metal Gear series with a good taste in your mouth is to play 1, 2, and 3. We'll play Metal Gear 1 and 2, because they're pretty good. And then play Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. 5 sounds like it's got a really fun gameplay loop, though. Might not be. That doesn't look like I can skip it anyway. I need to go to the restroom, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I'll be right back. Burbles.
Choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face that I long to see. And for you, only you, I would give anything, leaving a trace for love to find a way. When heavens divide.
We'll see how MGS 5 goes. I might revisit Rising. We'll see. It's only like, what, 10 hours long or something? Unusually short. Okay, it's pretty short. It's like 2 sessions.
How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide.
This theme is still really dope. I like this song. Oh, there's DLC as well. I think I owed it. I could check Steam after this. Okay, so if I did 2 sessions, one with included the DLC, I guess I'd be playing it, cutting it pretty close. Depends on how close it actually is to 6.5 hours. But I guess the shorter the how long to beat, the more likely it's accurate, I think. Probably get the bigger sample size. We'll see. We'll play 5 and see what happens. What's Zappin? Sony product? Heavens Divide. I don't want to talk too much about what I expect and know about 5 until we actually start the recording, so it'll be on YouTube. But I'm excited to check it out. I was wondering why the end wasn't in the credits. His ghost is an extra Op 62. Oh, that's cool. We have our post-credits conversation.
We will forsake our countries. We will leave our motherlands behind us and become one with this earth. We have no nation, no philosophy, no ideology. We go where we're needed, fighting not for country, not for government, but for ourselves. We need no reason to fight. We fight because we are needed.
Yeah, do you even know what words mean?
We will be the deterrent for those with no other recourse.
I think Kojima just has a
without borders,
misunderstanding of what
our purpose
deterrence means.
defined by the era we live in. We will sometimes have to sell ourselves and services. If the times demand it, we'll be revolutionaries, criminals, terrorists, and yes, we may all be headed straight to hell. But what better place for us than this? It is our only home, our heaven, and our hell. This is utter heaven.
True. Do you like him giving the speech at the end? That's kind of cool. Oh, controller died. Ben is up to no good, so I'm gonna go double check on him real quick here too. Stealth. Oh, there's a stealth camouflage. Okay, now that I can pause for a second. Benedict Timothy Kittleton Gumbercat. He's no good. Probably writes a paragraph on the tip section of a receipt. Yeah, right, Kai Mom? Binding of Isaac. Oh, new music. That's cool. Too bad it doesn't change the name Mother Base to Outer Heaven. Now, are the remaining briefing files interesting at all? Are they worth listening to? I guess I've listened to all of them. I may as well wrap that. Let's get it started in Ha. Okay, I guess there's some important stuff. Here we go. We're going to listen to some codecs. I'm actually going to go grab some WD-40 and grease up my chair here so it stops squeaking on stream as these go. I'll be right.
Remember that habit Paz had, Snake? How she always had her index finger on her upper lip like this?
Yeah. It bugged me ever since we first met her. Never figured her for a snuff user.
I can't believe we never noticed.
She used the kind where you keep a pouch of leaf in your upper
I'm
jaw.
here and listening. I'm
let it
just at the
absorb
bottom
through
of the
your
chair,
gums.
spraying it.
She might not have been used to it. Probably used her finger to keep it in place.
How could Paz... We were gonna start a band together.
She was posing as a KGB agent, too.
She must have put on the act to get close to Galvez. Wonder how much Coleman knew. But the whole time she was working for some organization called Cypher.
Cypher? Ring any bells, Kaz?
Cypher. It means code, or zero in Arabic numerals.
Zero.
Does that mean something to you?
Not sure.
You know, cipher and zero were basically the same word. It's a linguistic redundancy. The word stems from the Sanskrit shunya. It corresponds to the Buddhist concept of emptiness. In Buddhism, shunya means hollow. It supposedly refers to something that's swollen and empty on the inside.
A big swollen emptiness. Just like outer space. Chico, I heard you saw Paz trying to sabotage Zeke before she activated.
I should have stopped her. If only I hadn't run away. I could have captured her before she got inside. If I'd done that, she'd still be here.
She was carrying a gun. Probably trained to use it too. Don't blame yourself. You couldn't have stopped her anyway. You were unarmed.
Could have at least talked to her. If I'd promised not to tell anyone, Paz wouldn't have gone and done what she did. It's just I was so shocked. I panicked. Ran away.
Chico, when you saw Paz, she was trying to sabotage it, right?
Huh? Well, yeah.
And right after that, she took control of it, tried to make me surrender. Something doesn't add up. Why would she sabotage Zeke when she was about to use it against me?
What?
Her actions were inconsistent. Even for a spy. If she wanted to destroy Zeke, she could have done it and run away. But if her goal was to steal Zeke, she'd have no motive to sabotage it.
I don't know.
Maybe your seeing her caused her to change her plan. I don't get it.
It's a lot of sessions from Eva. What's that all about?
I'm about to leave for Costa Rica,
Okay.
a place completely unfamiliar to me, and on a top-secret mission for the CIA, no less. No guarantees I'll come back alive. Might even get rubbed out by the CIA itself. So I'm leaving behind this record. For her sake. For the boss's honor. Ever since I was a child, I've loved to look up at the night sky. I'd go outside after sunset and drink in the cold air. The moon, Venus, so many stars floating on the edge of infinity. In Manchester, it wasn't very often you saw the night sky in all its star-studded glory, but it was enough to stir a deep longing inside me. Even as others cowered beneath Nazi air raids, I was out there, watching the skies, dreaming of one day reaching the heavens. There were, of course, more practical concerns. My skin was incredibly sensitive. Even the slightest bit of sun would turn it an angry shade of red. Playing outside during the day was completely out of the question. Naturally, I hardly ever had a chance to play with other children my age. But I never felt lonely for it. Their way of thinking was irrational, making them simple, easy to predict. The boys would talk of tanks and aeroplanes and creepy, crawly bugs. The girls of pretty dresses, glass beads, and tea and cakes. Of boys they liked. I never had much to say on such matters. The curious thing is, adults really aren't all that different. They're simple, capricious, especially men. As they get older, their heads fill with thoughts of women and more women. Thankfully, I always did have a head for mathematics. When I was about 10, I'd visited Dr. Turing, who lived nearby. We'd sit and discuss mathematical logic. The lights were always on at his house, even in the dead of night. Theoretically, he'd say, there's no algorithm that a computing machine couldn't reproduce. Dr. Turing wasn't foolish like other men, although I didn't find out why until later, after he died. The time will come, he'd say, when computers will be able to think for themselves. That idea rocked me to my core. My aptitude for mathematics brought me closer to the stars. I breezed through school, then went to America for university. While I was studying at Caltech, NASA was established. I signed up in a heartbeat. I was a pretty good computer engineer at the time, and NASA needed skills like mine. The work was enjoyable. Even though I'd given up on going into space myself, it was a pleasure just being a part of it all. I was assigned to Project Mercury, America's effort to compete with the Soviets in manned spaceflight. 7 men were chosen as pilot candidates for the program, becoming heroes overnight. People called them the Mercury 7. The project made good progress, more or less. We had all the funds and materials we needed. After countless hours of analysis, we even had plans for something on par with Sputnik. We thought it'd only be a matter of time before we caught up with the Russians. They'd sent a dog into orbit and brought it back safely to Earth. But NASA top brass dismissed that success as a fluke. The Americans recovered their re-entry capsules at sea, but the only ocean bordering the Soviet Union is the Arctic, so their re-entry capsules had to make impact on land. A dog was one thing, but human spaceflight would still take some time, or so we thought. At the end of January 1961, we successfully put a chimpanzee named Ham into orbit. He returned to Earth as healthy as ever. NASA was giddy with success. It was then that a new woman showed up for duty. She was a backup pilot and advisor. She was beautiful, with blonde hair, strong mouth, and a steely gaze. But there was something else in those eyes, a twinkle of something warmer, of affection. It was the boss. She took one look at us in our revelry and murmured, "Savor this joy today, because tomorrow you'll have to face the truth." And she was right. The next day, our project schedule was accelerated. We'd received new information that the Soviets were mere months away from putting a man into space. The brass had misjudged the Russians. We couldn't afford to allow the shock of another Sputnik. Somehow, we had to get a man into space before the Russians did. It was an utterly impossible task. We'd only just put our first chimp up. With a human on board, failure was not an option, especially if it were one of the Mercury 7 Golden Boys. And on top of that, the brass wanted to put a window in the spacecraft. The pilot wouldn't be a test animal this time, they said. And when this hero came back alive and well, they wanted him to describe what he'd seen. It was madness. Adding a window to our existing spacecraft would leave it unable to handle the stress. Not to mention the problem of shielding the occupant from cosmic rays. But the boss rose to the task, and splendidly. She claimed to be a layman when it came to space, but caught on keenly to new ideas and concepts. She was demanding of herself and of others. She seemed rather cold-hearted at times. But I was smitten. She was beautiful, yes, but more than that, she was wise. Her mind was thoroughly rational. And yet, no matter how I tried, I could never predict her actions. It was easy for me to assume that her judgments were drawn from an enormous base of knowledge. Quite simply, her life experiences were more diverse, more intense than anyone else's. To me, they seemed boundless in their breadth. In her, I saw a reflection of the night sky. Perhaps because I too was a woman, she and I became close. I couldn't go out in the sun, but she lit up my life. Her light was soft, like that of the moon. I was so happy. With her unerring guidance, the project steadily regained its footing. But one issue remained, the pilot's safety. When the day came to choose a pilot, the Mercury 7 just quietly walked out. Who could blame them? It was far too great a risk to take. Even if they'd volunteered, NASA would never have let them go. They were national heroes, basking in the media spotlight. There was no way they'd be sent on such a mission. The conference room was silent. Then, slowly, she raised her hand, almost as if acting out a scene from a movie.
Weird. All right, let's play MGS5. It really did feel like there was just a bunch of like NASA-related stuff that Kojima found on his Wikipedia binge that he wanted to include, and then like he couldn't find another way to fit it in, so he just had a really long Strangelove thing. All right, we'll be back. It's just gonna take me a couple minutes to get the 5 stuff set up, so be back.